takes off. This is Dr. Fastlane. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. We are growing at a very fast pace. This is all because of people like you who love cars. Today I'm going to show you a 1968 SS Camaro, which is insanely gorgeous. Looks like a Black Panther. The owner of this car has built it from ground up, and the story he has to tell you, you will remember forever. So without further ado, let's get to the owner here. Mr. Lucero, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you. This is something out of this world. Please tell me about this. When did you acquire it, and how long you have been working on it?
I got it about 35 years ago from an engineer that worked in NASA, and it was all messed up. It was a junker. I just saw it in front of his house, and I stopped and asked him about it, so he sold it to me. But I couldn't work on it because parts are too expensive, so I waited till I retired about 4.5 years ago. Retirement money, so I put it in this and started working on it. Everything on it.
Everything is new. So let me ask you, so how many years it's been since you got this?
35 years.
So you got it 35 years ago?
Yeah.
But you didn't work on it till you retired, which was?
Well, it was about 4 years ago when I...
So it was just sitting?
5 years ago.
Okay, so but before that, what condition was it in? It was just like a body, was like on a... no engine in there?
No, it had an engine, a 283 with a 700 R4, but everything was a mess. The seats were all messed up. The engine, it just barely run. And I brought it down here to home, and I started working on it, but run out of money fast. Parts are expensive.
I totally understand. And these cars, guys, are the babies. When people like Mr. Lucero start working on any cars, they take it as a family member, and they spend money on it as you would spend money on your child, for your education, for your clothes, for your shelter. Isn't it true?
Yes. I saved quite a few years to get the money to work on this, to have enough. I started working on it, had to stop because I ran out of money. And so I had to wait till I retired and save up. And all this time I was saving money.
I can totally believe that. So please open the hood and let's see what's inside that.
This is a 383 stroker with 527 horsepower on the dyno.
527 horsepower? That is
yes, that's on the engine, not on the rear wheels.
Okay. What's on the rear wheels?
On the rear wheels, I don't know, probably minus 75 horsepower or 100.
So besides that, 383 stroker, and what are these cams?
Yeah, the Serpentine belt, had that put on so it could cool and put air conditioning. Everything's new here. The radiator, the Mr. Cool fans, Be Cool fans, everything and you'll see in this motor. The power steering, master cylinder, brake cylinder.
So there was nothing under the hood when you got this, I assume. Or there was something?
There was an engine, but it wasn't.
So just swapped it completely. So everything is brand new.
Everything I took out.
How much did this cost you, the engine itself?
Probably about $14,000.
14,000. And then you did the work yourself on it, or did you hire somebody to do work on it?
No, I worked on it, but I have a neighbor that lives on the other side of the block. He's a mechanic. So he came over and we pulled the other engine together, the engine transmission. And then we put this one in there. And he'd come over maybe a couple hours, about 3 times a week. Something I didn't know how to do, he'd tell me how to do it, or we'd do it together. And because I didn't want to have to stop because I didn't know what to do, and he knew what to do. So
it's always good to have a mentor or somebody who is the Christ man who steps in and keeps things going, because it's very hard to get frustrated, and put it in a back burner. I know several of my friends who have project cars, and they bought it 20, 30 years ago. It's still sitting there. And all the excuse they have is, well, man, I just don't have time to work. I was trying to, remove the screw and it just won't budge, or this. And then, so I started working on it because I just forgot, and this, and 10,000 excuses. But when you have somebody who can always push you and get it done, you get the project done.
It was a pretty long project, but we did it, and we worked every day on it. I worked every day on it for almost a year straight.
Well,
every day.
It was worth it. I saw this car on the car show. Remember when I met you on the car show, and I said, I really would like this car to be on the channel because it's worthy of awesome video. And that's what we are here for.
Yeah, it's done well at the car shows. I've won I think about 25 trophies.
25 trophies. So did you get anything that day? Did you win anything that day when I met you?
Yes, I got 2 trophies.
That day? Wow, man. Congratulations. So this thing is just the aftermarket radiator, the carburetor, and it's 4-barrel?
Yes, it's a 4-barrel carburetor.
Right.
The aluminum high rise.
And the radiator is up here. That's
It's a Be Cool radiator, aluminum.
pretty good size, so you must have good air conditioner inside, and it won't cause any trouble during the
I wanted to make sure it could cool the engine because, running a lot of horsepower and with double fans on it, and it's excellent. It works good. Have no problem with it.
That's the Willwood brake system.
Willwood, I got Willwood brakes all the way around. 4 Willwood brakes, disc brakes. And it has the power steering.
Up there?
Yeah, and the power brake. Yeah.
No, I really like the way the chrome, the silver look on it stands out and make those cars like what Fast and Furious type modified cars.
It runs real well.
I believe it. And later on, guys, we'll be going on a ride with Mr. Lucero and see what kind of power it packs. People always say what I have in my garage. Well, what I have is nice, but trust me, I'm here to look at these cars because this is what I crave for. I'm not here for Lamborghini and a Ferrari or a McLaren. I'm here what's old school, historical legends, and I'm proud to be here. So please tell me about the front. So this is usually this is a CAMARO SS, you said, right?
Yes.
So it usually says SS on the front. So you don't have that emblem, or it is?
No, I didn't want to put it. I was gonna build like a Z28. And put that on there. Then I thought, no, I want to be kind of true to the car.
Now that you mentioned, I was wondering what it has different kind of. I mean, it did occur to me that it looks like more like a Z28.
That's what I was gonna make out of it. But I have the emblems for it and everything. But all the lights are LED. Put the spoiler on. The bumper's new. The parking lights are new. Almost everything on the front end is new.
But the bumper was supposed to be like this on the 68 Camaros, or it's like a different shape of bumper?
No, it's supposed to be like that.
And let's talk about the tires and the rims. So do you still have the original rims for this, or I'm sure this is not the original rims, it's aftermarket, but looks very cool on this. But
they're US mags. They're 18-inch rims, and they're 8.5 inches wide. They fit on there just right with the disc brakes.
And do you have the older rims too?
So I have everything, all the old rims. I had new tires and new rims on it.
I will probably buy those from you. That was good. How about it later? The difference in the size from the front and back, are there any?
They're the same size rims, but the tires are different. The ones on the back are wider.
So the front one is 245. And then the back is 275.
Yeah. Put this power antenna in here. This is a booger to get in there. You don't see any other cars with the power antenna.
So it came like that?
No,
it was
I put it in there, but it was very hard to get in there.
But in 1968, original cars did not have this power antenna.
No, they had a hole there, but they had just a straight one.
How about this side mirror? The original?
The aftermarket, yeah.
But that's what
it had.
The shape of that side mirror at the time. Now let's talk about the back. What do we have to say about these lights? These are
the lights are new. As the backup light and the stop light, turn signals, everything. They're LED, so they shine up good at night. And I wanted it to be safe. Bumper's new, gas cap's new.
And what's the significance of this plate back 73?
There's nothing really behind it, but everybody would ask me about it. And I had the chilies on the side, like last.
Yeah. So you painted that? It covered it up. No, that one, because I've always loved this black plate, but that's a good idea. Because some of the cars, I would love to have this kind of a plate, the black background. But then I always hated those chilies. Yeah. For people who don't know, across the world, New Mexico is one of the states of United States of America, which is big on chilies. There's a place up here called Hatch in New Mexico, which is called chili capital of the world. And we just eat chilies like it's a bread and butter. If you are New Mexican and you don't like chilies, get out of here. This place is not for you. Okay, so how about
that spoiler? I put that on there too. I didn't have it.
And so this is for aesthetics mostly?
Yeah, for parents, yeah.
And how big is the trunk?
The trunk's not very big. I got the keys in there.
Right.
That's so I got a bunch of stuff in I haul in case I get flat. You have to have a special tools to take the rims off.
Okay. Well, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Now, let's look at some interior. Do you mind if I open this?
Go ahead.
You? Okay, guys, so here we are inside the Camaro SS, and Mr. Lucero is going to tell us about the interior. Please go ahead.
Okay, they're auto gauges. All of them are new. They have one for the RPM, one for the gas, one for the water, one for the oil, one for the tachometer, and for the volts.
Okay, and this is
This
the
is
Hearst.
it's a B&M shifter. It's a 700 R4 transmission with a TCI torque fighter, and it's hooked up to a 9-inch Ford rear end.
And what's the significance of this turtle here?
That's a dinosaur.
Oh, it's a dinosaur. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It is a turtle.
Yeah, it is a turtle. Come on. You made me question my animals knowledge. I mean, dinosaurs are not really animals, were they? I mean, I think they were.
My grandkids gave that to me.
Okay, because a lot of people have significance when they put some toys inside. So I was just wondering whether, you killed a turtle with this car before.
Oh,
or something.
no.
Let's cross this road.
I rent the car, not to rent the turtle. But my grandkids gave me that, so they wanted to put it in the car. This will look good, Grandpa, because they went to a car show and seen other little things, little men sleeping and women sleeping and hiring the fare.
So this steering is also aftermarket, but do you have the original steering also for this?
I have the original steering.
So the reason you didn't put that one is because you just like this.
I like this, and then the way I sit here, I had to put a tilt steering in here, the idiot steering, so I could have room to get in, because I hit my two panzon.
Okay.
That's fat.
And then this is the radio up here.
Yeah, it's updated radio. It's you can hook on the little box that the kids use nowadays, and
Right.
it's up to date. It's like a new one, but it looks old. And it has a CD player.
All these are the headlight buttons.
Yeah, lights and windshield washers and the spray. Everything works on it.
So, and it's manual, right? Obviously, there's clutch and
Yeah. Oh, this is brake, the power brake, and the gas.
there's the clutch
And
design.
yeah. Then this is the
And what is that? That's the power, the parking brake.
emergency brake. Yes.
So this was in the cars at that time, the emergency brakes.
Yes.
So basically, it's like a handbrake. That what you call it right now.
Well, yeah, sort of. Like if you put the handbrake here, it's
Right. Basically, it's the same function, but you just use the foot, not the hand.
correct.
No, it's very nicely put together. What about these?
Oh, that's not new, but I cleaned them real well.
But these are the original panels.
Original panel.
And then the roof up here is the new upholstery. And you were saying that you got this upholstery done just recently?
The back seat, I just had it done. They started working on it 3 days ago, and they brought it to me yesterday.
Okay.
It's all leather. The whole interior is leather.
Very nicely done. Very well put together.
I waited about almost a year for these seats. I couldn't get them. The pro car seats.
Worth the wait. So you have the original seats also on this?
This car, it has a bench seat with a fold down thing that look like bucket seats, and it's very rare. I haven't ever seen another Camaro with that seat in it. So it was something that they did that wasn't usual, regular.
And who did the paint job on it?
A friend of mine on Highway 70, Beto Gamboa, and he painted all three of my cars. He painted this one, and I got my pickup over there.
Is that yellow Camaro, yellow Corvette is yours, or?
No, it belongs to some guy that drove in, Dr. Blaze or something like that.
Dr. Blaze. I gotta meet this guy one day. So you said that you just got this done, the upholstery on it. This, is it leather or?
It's leather seats. The back seat I just had done. The front seats I ordered. It took me about a year to get them to the barge. Was up in the ocean. They wouldn't let them dock. They did a good job on the back seat.
So it holds you good like a bucket seat. Underneath it, I noticed a traction bar. Is it correct?
Yes, that's a Caltrac traction bar. It's hooked up to a 9-inch Ford rear end with 373 gears. So it gets a better bite on the road.
So you have felt the difference with and without it? I mean,
yeah, and they keep the rear end from twisting.
Yeah. This was from Caltrax. Looks intimidating.
Yeah, yeah. You almost didn't have enough room under there to get all that stuff back on there with a leaf spring and the traction bars. And then it has a subframe connector because, these are two separate frames, and it bolts all one frame together.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed looking at the engine and the specs of the car. Now it's time for us to go on the road and shoot it live in action. Here I am with Mr. Lucero. You drive like a 18-year-old. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
76.
76. And look at the spirit. I mean, this guy gives the car the run for the money. I mean, he has no mercy, and that's what I loved about that.
Yeah, I think I caught it in Vietnam.
Vietnam, so you're a veteran, right?
Yeah, I was wounded twice in Vietnam.
Well, thank you for your services, sir. I mean, this country is a free country, the land of the brave, and the home of the free. And remember, the freedom is not free. And this is because of people like Mr. Lucero, who have gone far and beyond to protect this country. So, what else excites you about this car?
Well, I'm excited. I got the new back seat and leather, so it's all leather. It's all up to date. I mean, I don't know what else I can do to the car. Just
No, I think this is all cool. I think you, if you want, I don't know, what about white decals on the front, like those stripes? That's just my opinion. I don't know.
yeah. No, they came out like that, but the Rally Sport, they came out with the stripes, but I wasn't too interested in the stripes because I figured it'd be harder to wax.
I don't right. No, I agree. I agree. No, I don't think you need to add anything else in this. It's just a complete package already.
Yeah. And I'm kind of afraid to put the stripes to take away from the appearance.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you try this, you try that, try different things, and I'm kind of satisfied the way it is. I'm gonna need a paint job pretty soon. This paint job's about 12 years old. I thought it was 7.
It doesn't look bad. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all.
That's the elbow grease.
Yeah.
All that hard work.
Yeah.
Grease.
Whoa! This thing takes off.
Run pretty good. I don't know how to ride it too much, especially on this road. They just oiled and chipped it. There's a lot of that gravel on there. I don't like this. It'll scratch it right in the car.
Right.
So this road is okay to do it.
Gonna do some burnouts?
Yeah, I'll do a little bit.
Some donuts?
Just a little burnout here.
You're gonna do some I'm loving it, guys.
Yeah,
This
I'll
is
do
the
some-
spirit.
some
If you own a muscle car like that,
burnout
you
here.
better live up to the expectation.
I'm loving it, guys.
You don't
This
drive
is
like
the
a.
spirit. If you own
I mean,
a
he's
muscle
76,
car like
but
that,
he. By heart. I am impressed.
There's a road back over there that we go and run them on, a good clean road.
Yes.
They just only chipped this here about 6 months ago and can't do burnouts there anymore.
No, I think I believe you. I was just messing with you.
Yeah, no problem.
So guys, this is Dr. Fastlane. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. As I always say, time is short. You got one life, 24 hours in one day, 60 minutes in 1 hour, and 60 seconds in 1 minute. Every second counts. Make it count. Just don't exist. Live life. Live life like Mr. Lucero. There's a big whole message in his life, and he keeps himself busy. He's healthy, and he's happy. That's the biggest thing. So keep your toys together, closer to your heart. Money can buy happiness. Yes, it can. As long as you have nice cars, it will buy you happiness. Right, Mr. Lucero? This is Dr. Fastlane signing off. See you in the fast lane. Like, subscribe, and share.